Hey everybody, it's Dune back with another episode of Factorio Megabase. I've been dealing with a lot of UPS issues and I disabled biters and I am gonna go slam my mass delete, however you want to call it, my defenses. Trains, artillery, lasers. Just gonna go around the base and get rid of those things. And the only way I mean, you could put everything in chests and kind of shoot them, and I'm just gonna go disable them. Like, enable creative mode with the creative mode mod. And we're gonna go in. I'm not exactly sure where it is in these settings here, but basically we're going to turn on instant trash and instant deconstruction. I don't know if I'm going to need the instant trash, but simply instant deconstruction. You can grab it, whoops, this thing, and you can literally just drag over something, boom, it's gone. There's no putting it in your back in your inventory. So I probably won't need instant trash, but it is an option. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pick some place and we're just gonna go along and get rid of things because actually in a couple places. We'll probably start with the artillery build. This is all an artillery center. It's a lot of stuff. I mean, technically I don't want to get rid of anything, but I don't want. Yesterday we were running at around 14 and 15 UPS. I got to get rid of some stuff, and if I'm not using it, there's no reason to keep it. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I can do this from afar. Ooh, I can. Wow. Okay. Well, maybe we don't need to go anywhere. Let's get rid of stuff. Yeah, we're going to have some power issues. But the things that want power... So first it gets rid of things on belts and stuff, but it leaves behind the stuff. Let me just get rid of it. Now the thing is, like, everything that is depending on these guys being there is not going to be there, like the artillery. Now, of course, I have my game save. Like, if there's, for some reason I decided, well, this was a horrible idea, then, so probably I can use my, did it give me some of these things? So this is supposed to, I thought, instant trash. Input in the logistic trash slots will be immediately vanished, no effect in God mode. So, okay, I guess they're gone as soon as you close your inventory. Okay, so it just maybe takes a second because they are disappearing. Not quite sure why I have. I mean, I don't want to get rid of some things, but like, I don't need to have lasers anymore. So let's remove that from my list. And I can just get rid of these stacks of lasers. The bots should just, well, maybe this thing would get rid of them. So, they're still there. I don't know what it takes to do that, but let's use this thing to get rid of track and get rid of woods. I gotta be kind of careful. Like, I'm doing this long distance. Like, if I actually did that, I'm gonna break a track. Technically, I probably don't have to get this perfect. I don't know why my screen's zipping when I'm scrolling with the keyboard. Alright, so this is the entrance to all that, exit of all that. Get rid of power pole, so let's go back to this thing. The one basically just gets rid of everything, but you can't get rid of trains, so that's something I'm probably gonna have to go pick up myself. Just trying to get a little wider zoom. So I don't know if this interests anybody, but this is it. Oops, getting rid of some trees. Alright, so of course it's not going to be any easy way to get to those except for I'll just park a train near them. It's gonna be the same thing, like, well, this one doesn't have anything, so this one's easy. And of course I could be making a huge mistake, like having no defenses, but I'll just do that. Roboport don't need this base. It's an artillery outpost that was no longer active. I just gotta be careful. Didn't I just delete that? Map takes a while maybe to catch up. This I was kind of keeping around for posterity. Just look at how many kills this thing had. 23,000, 22,000, 20,000, 17,000. I mean, this was a really active area. Like, for a while, this was, you know, over here was my base. These guys just kept coming and coming and coming. This was a beautiful chokehold. Like, I didn't even have to put a roboport here to keep these things repaired. It was just beautiful. Alright, so I lost that radar there. I'm not getting rid of that. So I don't know if I can get rid of those. No, there's no radar for do that. Or if they're gone, I don't know it. I guess we don't. I was thinking we were going to have to travel around the base to do this. Turns out we're not going to have to. So, you know, the game processes entities. Like, so literally all these defenses, you know, they're not doing anything. You're kind of looking for something to shoot at. At least that's my opinion. And I don't know if that's not going to get rid of that ore. Good. Let's get rid of cliffs. I'll get rid of that rock just laying there. I don't like doing that. Supposedly that affects game performance. I'll just get rid of those rocks. I can use, I do have this guy, so I'll only get rid of lasers and not tree, and the power poles for the lasers. So, I mean, this definitely cheaty-ish. Well, certainly is cheaty, but I don't really know what to do. Like, I don't want to not have biters, honestly. Like, I love that part of the game, but we have to do whatever we can to help performance. this RoboPort, but I won't delete all that. I don't think I will ever use it, but it's there. I'll keep it. It's weird, like I delete it from the map and it's not gone. I guess I lost all this power. Start at the top edge because we're going to lose that radar. Technically, I suppose I don't have to. I can just do whitelist the lasers. I'll just get rid of lasers in that area. Keep that radar. We don't need that one, so I'll delete that. And I want to get rid of these RoboPorts anyways. Oops. It is way over here. Alright, we don't need that one. Problem is, it's going to be getting power, or keeping power, whatever you want way to look at it. And there's that. Keep doing this. So we got power grid this way. I guess I want to blacklist substations. I should get rid of everything but that. Keep the arrow. Don't want to get rid of that power pole. That bot's going to cry. I don't know why it was not docked, but so we are going to have to go around. I mean, it's too late to save this track, so I'm just going to get rid of it. And get those trains. So maybe we should travel to these places. Do some of that. So these bots are going from that post I removed. Let's save power poles again. Let's just get rid of lasers. Is this helping? It's hard to say. I've been kind of wanting to do this since I removed biters. There's no reason to have all these defenses. Could have gone wider. No, I'll remove these power poles, but can't go along the edges. I'll be a little more careful about keeping the station intact. We'll lose the radar if I remove that power pole. We gotta go do those trains anyway, so let's just leave that for now. I'll leave artillery outposts. Okay, let's look at power over there. Because this power here for that is coming through these poles, so I've got to save some of it. Let's get rid of that. And if we want to keep that radar, we're just gonna have to again do lasers only. Could get rid of this power pole there, but yeah, let's click that off and free this. Well, this might connect, but I'm not going to risk it. Oh shoot! Kind of would have liked that power pole. I don't think I can think. All that does is put a ghost down. Alright, well, let's, before these disappear, let's, because that radar would have been no power, and we are going to lose this in a minute. Let's see, it's turning black, so, dink. There's an artillery outpost there, we'll leave that. Is there radar up there? No. So why some of these are damaged is because when I was putting this down, there were biters. Literally in this section right here that I'm doing, far northeast corner, I just did, like literally like the day before I disabled biters. That's actually with this mod as well. It's called Surface Cheats, and then I did remove all enemies. Actually, I turned off. Thought I turned that on. That should be on. I could be screwing up. Well, that should be on. I'd love to just kind of maybe switch that to just daytime only, but because I'd like to, you know, I've had problems with my solar, but I'm willing to keep trying to work at it. Can't just go like this, because then I get the power pole in the middle. is kind of neat to be able to pick up all those rocks. The biters chewed up. We'll take advantage of that while I can. Oh, all that. Gone. Is this helping? I don't know. My UPS is 14 right now, and I'm not technically, I don't think, really doing anything. I'm removing objects from the moon. I would think I'm improving things, but I think the cheat mode actually has a fairly heavy cost. Somewhere in here it says the mods creative mode actually does have a cost. It's not a very hefty cost, but it has a cost. And apparently I don't have radar in this section. Well, it's instant blueprint. Down. Probably should have put that slightly further south. Okay, well, we can fix some of that now. Let's switch. I don't feel right about keeping this. You know, I used it to get rid of those lasers. It's so long since I've looked at part of this base. Darn it. I keep forgetting. It's like I hit map to see the wires. Yeah, let's not remove those power poles. I'll lose all that radar. So technically I want to get rid of this, but it's not really hurting anything. Put that laser back on here. Roboport. Grab some rock. I don't know if I need to get rid of actual rock. Alright. I guess we got a ways yet to go. Time we go back to the hit the wrong button for map. Should turn my train on manual. I just can hear it humming there. Pick apart that. So I hope somebody's appreciating seeing creative mode in action. In this case, I'm demoding or let's damn the truck. Demoding. Is that a thing? Parts. Probably also get rid of our laser creating assembly machines and their supply lasers, and also in my chests of lasers near my pickup train. I'm gonna have to do that kind of manually because there's other stuff in them chests. What's going on down here? Artillery. Radar in that. There. Since we're here, where's my guy? Turn you to manual. Step points from some of these things that are noisy. I mean, where are we? We're doing in this area somewhere. Oh, that's its power. There is a radar, but where else there's a radar in here, maybe? Right there. We don't need this one here then. So cool. There's probably a radar in here somewhere. Yep. Let's, oops. Do the laser again. Don't need that pole. I don't need that rail signal sitting there. Remove power. Let's surgical with that. There's a radar up here. There it is. Can't remove that. Make that a laser. These lasers have been a while to be removed. And on the inside of the base. Yep. I'll choke hold up here. Oops. Don't need the roboport or that power pole. Suppose we don't need my artillery train either. It's also kind of sad. Oops. Kind of fun part of the game. Where's this? Do that, get rid of laser something. Bam. Okay, cool. I think that's it. I think that's it. Could there be more? For sure. Swipe this guy's lasers. Dink. This one's stink. There's some things here. Yeah, well, that's a start. Probably pretty much have to go through everything anyways. I do have my artillery build right here. What happens if I remove some things? Interestingly enough, there are some things working. Actually, I think it's the radar for satellites that's working. So I put a power pole there. I guess I instantly did it. I was going to wait for the bots to do it, but we can remove some of this. I don't need radars to all that. So a lot of radars are blowing up, but we'll make more. Explosive rounds. Whoops, remove power. That was my artillery train. What's this water for? Okay. I need water in there at all? Not really. Alright. No longer going to do anything. That. Okay, so that's that artillery. I suppose there's this artillery demo train. Get rid of. Oops. Careful, we don't get rid of anything we want. There's actually a water pipe in some of this. Right there. Let's blacklist underground pipe. Okay. Oh, this is artillery outpost, load supplies. We don't need you. Definitely don't need any of that. Power poles, don't look like we need those. That was where the outpost got, you know, their stuff they needed to, you know, construct themselves. Oops. Get their robots, get their walls, get their lasers, get their repair tools. All right. We don't need artillery shells. I'd love to do this by hand, but God, artillery shells are a real pain. They're like one per inventory slot. All right. Is power pole needed? No. So this should be good to continue making radars. Let's look at RoboPort. We don't need any of this up here. This is a bunch of bots, lasers, artillery guns, a lot of track. Stuff we don't really want to get rid of. Get rid of you. Chest of lasers we don't need. Anything else would be good to keep. Don't need that chest. But these things I'd like to keep. I can't think of really anything else. Other than, oh, laser facility is here. Don't need these lasers. Aren't you going into this chest? It's like you got a ton of lasers somewhere. I don't know. We'll leave that for the moment. Alright, well, can I have all things again? Go around. Artillery outposts. Yeah, we need to go take care of artillery outposts. Don't need these RoboPorts. Guess we can't get rid of that bot sitting there, blinking away. Actually, maybe we can. Let's see. Put that guy there. Put that there. Will you own up to that? Come on, bot. It's not saying there's a bot in his network. Doesn't look like it. He's just gonna blink. All right. I can't get a radar back in here. right. Continue to look. There's another laser I kind of wanted to keep around. Look at this. 1 million kill, or no, damage dealt. 800 kills. We don't need them anymore. Alright. Let's start traveling around to these things. It's the right order. Let's just kind of do as we did before. Yeah, I don't want to go by number. Be going back and forth across the base. They're not in any kind of order, so let's go to AO21. Kind of need to get those. Kind of need to get these. So we're headed that way. Kind of take care of those. Gotta be careful. Train coming out. Oh, this is going to have a lot of shells in it. That's auto trash, artillery shells. And that helps. No bots. I want you to take them from me. I want those to get destroyed. This is not. Bots are taking them. That's not nearly as easy as I'd hoped. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. All right. Let's do this. Whatever. Oops. Actually, that's not. Stop it. provider chests. Lasers. Whoops. I don't know that track. So the laser's gone. I know I could do the same with this track, but I don't need these robo parts anymore, do I? Actually, I do need to turn these things into provider chest. Don't think I need that. I'll still use that artillery turnaround. Sometimes it's helpful to turn my train around there. Right. Travel around with my portable train. Should go back to it. Alright. I need to go up next. Training coming on the south side. Need to get rid of these trains up here. So these are definitely useful trains. Like everything's got stuff in them. But with nowhere to go. Like if I sent them to stations, they wouldn't have anywhere to come back to. Plus, of course, I gave them that instructions to come back here, but I think I'm just gonna have to empty these guys out. Oops. Another blueprint. Throwing away all that steel. Steel's like super hard to make. Alright, I can really do with that liquid. Actually, I can just pick it up. It just doesn't go into my pocket. Alright. That fuel. A few belts. Stuff. That makes me cry. Get rid of all that. Bam. Bye. And I'm gonna have to haul some train stuff around. Alright, I think that's it. Okay, onward. All these locomotives and fuel on me. Let's really turn on the juice. So I've definitely just gone down in number of trains sitting around by about, well, by the time we're done with this, look how many artillery outposts we got. 4, 5, 6, 7, I don't know, 15 or so. Need a new radar about right there. Right. Why you don't slow down, dude? Oh, there's some lasers. Automatic. Kind of gonna have to do this over and over, like empty artillery shells into chests. Not an easy process. throwing away all these bots. Oops, here comes my train. Just kind of unfortunate. Stick some things in. Don't really need these artillery trains. Get rid of those. Sure there's no trains on the way. Artillery up. Well, we can't go there. Northwest 1-5 is the way we're going to get to that one. Northwest 1-5. For those just joining, technically I've disabled biters. I've removed their ability to spawn in the game, but the way I'm describing it is I've made peace with the biters. Like, once my computer can't handle the game anymore, I'm gone. That's what I'm calling it. An armistice. I think that's what it's called, an armistice. I won't shoot at them, they won't shoot at me. Could be I'm making a horrible mistake. I don't know. Honestly, I like biters. Or I at least like what they do for the game. So we gotta unload these trains. I think I can unload fuel. Pretty sure I can't. Wow, this had rocket fuel in it. Man, this is an old train. Wow. That one had rocket fuel in it too. That's crazy. It's a really old train. Right, we are gonna delete all that, and then we'll have to come back with regular power poles. Alright, I'm going to want my train facing the other way. Let's see if there's anything I need to dump. And there is. that just... Did that just put in landfill? That's really what I'm wondering. I don't know. It seemed like it did. Because that was saying it couldn't go there. But maybe that's just because of trees or something. I guess the landfill would have been green. Right, artillery 22. I believe it's the next one. I mean, some of them can be inside the base. Needed moving and had been moved. But I think that's our next destination. Something blinking. Is there a damaged train in here? Oh, there's a bot sitting there. I'm gonna go run and take care of it. Switch to Speedy Gonzalez armor. Here. Oh, I guess I already have them. I don't know why you're carrying around a construction bot, but guess we want to get down. Well, I still want to be. It's because all these trains facing the other way. Man, a lot of rocket fuel. Wow. Oh, thanks. Just put those back in the chest. Go away. Land back in the thing. track. I'll go down to the end of this. And put in a turn. Alright, next stop. These are all gone, I think. Pretty sure they're all gone. I know the radar is not showing it. AO25. Have a look at the power. Pretty sure those lasers are gone, but I think there's radar out there we can. Oh gosh, this is so slow to slow down. Anything that pole connects to? Nothing. There is radar out there though. Alright, keep going. Unload the trains. No work on this end. Alright, let's bust you. Next stop, artillery 27. this guy here. Need to get to. Kind of go to this waypoint. If we come to here, it's going to come all the way down and over and up. Got some lasers here we can pop. I suppose we got a bunch of lasers here too. Let's put it back. There are a bunch of lasers in here too. I guess so. I guess that was an inner wall that I'd forgotten about. Yeah. I don't have any reports. I guess they're going somewhere though. Too easy. And here comes the train, northwest, 41 south. Why am I guy not going to there? Why aren't you going there? That's blinking. I still think there's enough track to make that turn. My train's still going, making this long trip. that's a. I might have to think a task. I'd have to pull that. I was wondering, why is there a stacker for this outpost? My bot's near, I guess. More rocket fuel. Some of these guys haven't moved in ever, or don't move much. Alright, next stop, artillery 28. I got a couple mines out. Wow, did this one's still one I was waiting on, finally empty. Where am I looking here? Still got a few in it. But I did get some, which is something. piles of water, but I guess it's not. Stop. Oh, artillery 4. I suppose if we head to artillery 6, we'll go by 4. Curious. Let's get rid of cliffs. Instant deconstruction. I was curious about that. I think it's going to turn us down. Here it is. That's what I want. Right. One down. Automatic, go to the next one. just disappear on me? Cool. Don't go in here. That's one thing I don't like about my artillery blueprint. It's got these things in them. And I have it also on the end of my spur, so it's like my train always cuts right in. Alright, next top. Looks like we can use a radar up there. Let's do that. Artillery outpost 7. I'm gonna send a bunch of trains there. In fact, I got no trains going there. Oh, I need to fix some iron ore things here too. He's got one I could probably send that way. This guy here, he's almost out. He's not empty, I suppose. There's an advantage to have my train parked over the track. Literally just drag over the train and it won't take the track. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, yarn stuffs. That's this guy here. He's probably got another station, so we can delete him wherever he is. He's definitely not this one. Renaming is empty. Delete this one. Oh, this is a stone outpost. Empty. This train is actually headed here, but we can. It's not about to pull in. Name that empty. For a later cleanup. Not using my cheat mode to do that. Alright. I'm only using this because it's a super pain to get rid of artillery shells and the like. Next stop, Chile 16. Glad I added these extra engines, pulling all this extra stuff. It could use the extra acceleration. Taking longer than I thought it would. We're still not done. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 yet to do. How's this doing? It's definitely kind of running on legs. Though it's still kind of keeping up with the trains. One little train pushing the other way. Alright, next one. Artillery outpost 30. We kind of look at what we were doing yesterday, which was cable, copper cable to a green circuit outpost. Kind of surprised this train was brought here when it's just we have on hand. Station 5. I guess 22, 14, yeah. I suppose that was enough to fill. In the long run, I don't really think it was a great idea to go bring separate copper cable, and I had copper trains coming in, and then we'd make our own, like the original build here. I think maybe we could convert some of these to green circuits, but I think we should stick with this pattern. I just can't keep enough copper here. Before it was the problem was iron trains, and now it's keeping enough copper coming. So we'll probably have to revert to that. Just pop that a little easier. Crushed rock right here. Is this an artillery? Yeah. 24. So, 2 shows 6. I must have miscounted. So I kind of miss the artillery for scouting purposes, but it allowed me to see a ways beyond my border. Let's see, because of the trees. I got signals, which I didn't. I keep in mind. I don't know. Okay, artillery 29. That. Okay. Artillery 26. Am I already on the way to 26? I guess that was 29. kind of looks like the sorting hat from Harry Potter. Some of these I did from afar, but can't decon traits, so you gotta come here manually. Outpost 10. Suppose can be next. Yeah, I should do 23 next. Or spots like right in the middle of my intersection. I wonder if I'll ever get it mined up. I mean, I know I've done other 7 million ones, so it's entirely doable. Where are you going? Guess I didn't create a way for you to go. It takes a while to slow down. You should have been able. My opinion, you should have been able to go this way. Why didn't you? It could have been something like this. Could have been the problem. Hopefully I don't get crashed into right here, but I think I'm okay. Why? Oh, why? You 23. Oh, it's because it's this entrance here. It's facing the wrong way. Yeah, I got another train coming. Oh, no, it turned. Should be able to put you back on automatic now. Alright, that's at 0 now. We can do something about it. train on the front of this. 2. Starting to get kind of long. Oops. I need to go to artillery 10. Artillery 9. Let's usually hit that one up first. Yeah, that's fine. We can add it after this one. If you're joining kind of late, been using the creative mode mod to get rid of defenses. It's really the polite way of saying that, I suppose. Is a few episodes ago disabled biters, quote, made peace with them. Armistice. That basically, as soon as my computer can't handle this map anymore, I would leave. I guess that would be the treaty I made or something. I don't know. Kind of role playing it. So I'm just going around. You can't remotely, or you can't take apart trains. So to go and manually pull them apart. And the number one reason I suppose I'm using the deconstructor is artillery shells take up 1 space each, and they're just super hard to do by hand. Oops, I guess I forgot to take these up. I literally have to stick them in chests, shoot the chests, and my bots would try to fix the chest while shooting the chest. It's just would be no fun. I suppose I can't adjust inventory of a car while it's moving. So I can't really tell if this improved UPS. I mean, I may be up 1 or 2 points removing all this. Roughly 25 trains for artillery outposts, supplies for artillery. I had a whole artillery build for artillery shells right here. That's all removed. I had a personal artillery train right here. Well, actually the train was right here, and then this was all artillery stuff for that. And then I've been going around removing the artillery stations. And this is the last one. Maybe wondering why this is here and this is here. It's because this didn't used to exist when this was put in. So I stop there instead. I do want to check out the station name, Southwest 11 East. Probably continue it right here, so I'll just get rid of this whole kind of intersection. It's one little engine that could for my main train. This used to be the southern border too, so that's why this loops here. Let's start by redoing those poles. Fine, poles. Embedding. Yeah, works anyways. All right. Just kind of rip out this whole thing right here. Did the game just? Oh, it's just kind of weird. The game sort of paused on me. Back in there. Some signals roughly in the middle of that. Do I really need this radar then? Was a border wall, but this one's good enough. Probably don't need that one either, but we're going to need a little power out here to unload the train. Full. That's right, I think I forgot to unload last time. Where are those power poles going to? That's probably an old border. Border. Well, that's it. We use these trains to get back to our spot. Pretty sure no more artillery outposts. And the artillery turnaround, I'm going to leave that. And assuming no biters start attacking, we're good. Well, thanks for sticking with me. I'm going to be unloading the train and then calling it. couple hours on the stream. It's pretty long. I like to keep it a little shorter, but wanted to finish it all in one. Where's this battery train? It's sure taking us a while unloading. It's a deal science build. Why aren't you working? A tour of the whole base. Speed 1 modules. 127,000. Well, that will have to definitely be for another time. Literally, I don't know where you want me to start. Like, there's my original bus, which had all the science and all the things you need to get a base going, get your first rockets going. Eventually you bring in trains with supplies. Eventually you turn those supplies from ore to plate by expanding. This was a big iron smelting facility, copper. Actually, it was kind of small to start with, maybe a couple of those. Eventually you go build green circuits outside the base, red circuits, blue circuits, and as you grow you get this bigger and bigger and this bigger and bigger. I built a new copper build semi-recently, plastic, more iron, steel. I mean, I'm not going to walk around this all right now. And then there's a ton of stuff in the south, rocket control units, sort of my original plastic outpost. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it. Nuclear, speed 1 modules, electric miners, low density structures for rocket parts and satellites. The satellites themselves. I got a bunch of this already in videos, so you can watch those too, but some of them aren't. I didn't start streaming until a couple months ago, so not all of it's there. Green science, radar build, more copper cable, that's actually in the last couple episodes. Solar panels, another green circuit build that I've been modifying the last few episodes as well. Rocket fuel, and space science. So it's all there. I suggest going over my videos of the last couple months and you'll get the full take on things. So anyways, dismantled all the defenses. There might be a laser or two sitting around somewhere, but most of it's been moving out to the borders as we expand, and then I just picked it all up tonight. Well, picked it up, deconned it. I need to set some things back. Instant trash off, instant blueprint off, and instant deconstruction off. Game settings, no. Peaceful mode. And that should all be good. Assuming I didn't screw anything up. Save that and call that an episode. Again, Bombshell, thanks for stopping by, but do suggest you check out my videos if you want to see more. Have a good night.